We are hot.
We are hot. It's hot in my house today.
Why is that?
I don't because we had the door open a lot, and then we had the oven going.
Oh, yeah.
So I was like, whatever.
I'd say you get 5 days a year that you can kick open the door. Even today got a little bit warm, so I got out there.
Yeah.
I actually washed the car and took care of the boat and all
I
that.
didn't do shit.
I had to do something outside. I couldn't sit inside all day, but it wore me out.
I was bored all day, but now, like, when you sprout up, like, let's come do this, I was like, I'm too tired, but here I am. Not like Steve-O.
Yeah, Steve, though.
You got to have priorities.
Yeah, he owes us.
Yeah. Yes, he does.
He's going to have to make up for next time. He'll have to bring pizza or something.
Yeah.
That's what we'll do.
Back in the game. I'm going to sing that.
We do need a theme song.
Back in the game. That should be our theme song from the Cobra Kai.
Dude, don't get me started on the Cobra Kai.
I know. Dude,
Yeah.
I'm telling you, dude. I was like, back in. See, I'm going to sing that. Oh, I'm going to annoy everyone. I'm just going to be singing that song.
All right, what did Johnny do that was so bad?
Johnny?
Yeah, Daniel LaRusso was the bully.
No.
Okay.
They picked on him, made fun of him,
They did the one time.
and then he's like, all right, it's game on. And then because they already did that, he goes and like does the water hose in the bathroom, correct? Is that what you're talking about?
Well, that was part of it, but they had already been told to back off of him.
But did Danny LaRusso know they were told to be back?
Yes.
Off? Okay.
Yeah, it was basically that's where the sensei, the Cobra Kai sensei, told him, look, no one touches him until the Hill Valley tournament.
Right.
And then so he kept provoking him and messing with him.
How did he? All right. Other than that, what did LaRusso do?
There was we have the hose. Yeah. We have him talking shit. I think it was it at school? Like he got in their faces and punked them. Like he was talking shit. I'm gonna have to look it up now.
No, they didn't.
Yes, he did. All right, we're going to it because the guy did an awesome.
But that means Daniel LaRusso, the hero, because he's standing up to bullies. He's not taking it.
They weren't bullying him.
But they were bullies. You can't tell me they were just innocent guys walking around.
No, they were bullies.
First off, they were racists. They didn't like him because he wasn't their skin color.
Wait, what?
Daniel LaRusso is technically probably not. He's probably Sicilian. And the Moors, as in that one movie, came and fucked the shit out of all the women that they're black.
He did something at that party too.
I don't remember.
All right, go ahead. I'm gonna keep because he was. Let's see how long this is.
What's that? Oh,
I'm gonna pull up the video.
No, you watch that movie. The basic thing is they are bullies, and he's at least trying to stand up to them.
All right, look. All right, I admit that they started it.
Okay.
But it could have died off. Like it could have been left alone.
Right.
All right, that's where it started. See, that's where he talked shit and he punked them.
All right. We're watching Karate Kid.
Yeah.
That's Cobra Kai. 1 year to make it all work. Johnny with that sweet haircut.
See, everything was good. They're kicking the ball around. All right, see, that's creepy. Look how creepy that was.
He's creepy. He probably deserves his ass kicked.
See,
she just boots the ball.
That wasn't cool.
Screw you, Elizabeth Shue.
All right, now this was... She clearly doesn't want to talk.
Right.
And she wanted to be left alone. See, I agree with him here.
Now, he's being abrasive to Elizabeth Shue.
Yeah, he's being over the top.
Okay, but it's not his business.
Yes.
Okay,
see? That's not the time. That's not the time. I understand.
Now look, he could have beat him up right there, but instead he pushed him down.
That's where it all started. He just pushed him. Everything was cool. See, he should have left it alone. And now he's taking Lexi. Look, he's trying to get out of it, and Daniel keeps coming. Don't do it, man. Don't do it.
Oh, spin kick.
Oh, yeah, that's a liver.
In the 80s, the spin kick was like.
Do you think that was in the liver? Oh, he got a shot in.
I don't know.
Oh.
But you see, Daniel came to her rescue. Because he was being, let's face it, he was being abrasive.
All right, we'll give him that.
You can't grab a woman like that.
See what is that about?
That guy illegally tripped Daniel.
That was he was going.
No, he illegally tripped
we're going
Daniel.
back. No,
Folks,
we didn't.
We're watching this.
Yeah, we're watching.
Watch this. He jukes him and he puts his foot out right there.
No, he was going for the ball.
No, he wasn't.
Look how I'm approaching him. He's checking on him, see if he's okay. My
No,
bad,
he's
dude.
not.
Yes, he is. Watch. My bad, dude. Here you go. I'm sorry. Let me help you up. Oh, okay. No, he was laughing.
No, yeah,
he was laughing. He was laughing.
So that's 2-0 Cobra Kai as the bad guy. Bad guys.
I don't. Oh yeah, I forgot I'm Mike 3.
Oh,
I forgot
now
I'm Mike 3.
Now here he is at the Cobra Kai gym with. If you can't get Tom Berenger, you get this guy to be your actor.
All right. See what happened there. What provoked that?
I don't know.
I don't think there's.
See, months go by.
It's done.
Right.
That's when he should have left it alone.
Now, true, I will give you that.
It would have been fine.
It would have been fine. See, and he would have been calm because we was sparking up that
That's
J.
it. Hey, man, it's just chill, man.
Yeah.
Everybody love everybody. And,
Everybody get some cannabis oil.
It would have been good. But
True.
He couldn't leave it. Oh, caused.
Yeah, multi-car collision. That is Daniel. This is all. I give you this. This is all Daniel LaRusso's fault.
I see. All right. Now, and it continues on.
Hey, see the gay spin kick? That was the gay spin kick.
That's it. Sorry,
What?
We got high there. See, all right.
I got high. I apologize, folks.
But
The gay spin kick.
the question there is should Mr. Miyagi have intervened?
Should or shouldn't?
Should he have intervened in that?
Yeah, because Daniel was getting his ass kicked.
But he's a grown ass man.
No, he's not. He's like 17 or 18 in this movie, allegedly. He's probably like
no.
25.
I'm saying Mr. Miyagi. He's a grown up.
Yeah, but back in
He's
the
old,
80s,
he's
you
got
didn't-
old man
Back in
strength.
the 80s, you didn't have pussies like today where I'm going to sue you. You settled it.
I guess that's true.
Plus, they attacked
See?
Miyagi.
Right here, he's talking shit. All right.
Yeah.
I just. Ooh, his legal kick. See,
See, Daniel's he's a little hesitant, a little scared.
first time you, first time me. See,
Oh.
see, he's so apologetic though, man. He was forced.
Dude, I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry. Watch this. Bam. Clap the hands, rub him. He's getting his key. That's called you're getting your chi.
Man, Mr. Miyagi looks so much like my dad. It's scary.
Oh, my God.
They call him.
If your dad was Asian,
yeah,
Mr. Miyagi is your dad.
he is. That's what they call him. At his
Look,
work.
he's cool. He's like, he gives him the trophy.
Yeah.
But then in the new Cobra Kai, like Daniel LaRusso is kind of the bad guy. He's kind of, I kicked him in the face. Ha, ha, ha. What are you typing? We are live.
I know we're not live. We're just recording. We can edit all this out if we want.
No, I have to edit all this out.
Thanks for being a team player, Jeff. I just want to show you
What?
IMDb. I just want to show you the cast of Jurassic Park
Why?
because this other guy looks like my dad too.
All right.
Yeah, it's worth it.
All right. Pat we're on IMDb looking at Jurassic Park.
Richard,
I prefer Jurassic Pork, the porn version.
easy. Richard Attenborough. That's my dad, dude.
That is your dad.
That's my dad.
That's your
Aw.
Miyagi looks more like your dad, even Asian, but that does look like it. Oh, that's the guy that owns the place, the
Yeah,
park.
that looks just like my dad, dude. Nose and everything.
Yeah.
I'm telling you.
Yeah, I think he does the voice for those like Blue Planet, Seas of Life, and Earth.
That's David Attenborough.
Oh, are they related?
It's a good question.
I
don't
would
know.
say yes.
We'll say yes for conversation's sake.
Yeah.
Do you-
Okay.
But that'll lead us into Karate Kid, the original Karate Kid. Do they need to leave it be, or
No, because it looks like they're staying within the possibility of what can happen. They didn't like fuck up like Star Wars and change, literally change everything. But
how did they change Star Wars?
First off, all right, folks, buckle up. This is going to be 15 minutes. I really wasn't going to go there. I was just example, but here we go.
All right.
Here's the problem. When 4, 5, and 6 ended, I was a child at that time. And then, I found out that they carried on the story through comic books, graphic novels. Yeah.
For the non I guess for those folks that, and so you're talking about 4, 5, and 6, which is A New Hope,
Empire Strikes
Empire
Back,
Strikes-
Return
and-
of the Jedi.
Okay, those are actually episodes 4, 5, and 6.
Yes. So, my mom calls them the originals because they came out first. So,
Right.
But
So you were good with 1, 2, and 3.
they weren't great movies, but I was good with them
Okay.
because they were showing you how it led up,
Right.
and they were introducing you Luke and Leia, Darth Vader and all
Leia.
that. But
Leia.
Leia, yeah. So
They need to do a series on Darth Maul, but we'll come back to that.
I know a lot of people would love that.
Darth Maul was such a badass.
Yeah, so bad as he got beat by a little Padawan Englishman.
Yeah, but he went on to be the greatest Jedi swordsman, wasn't he, or something like that?
Apparently not. Ben Kenobi. The greatest swordsman, I believe they said, was Mace Windu. He was the greatest.
right.
He was level 5 or whatever.
Purple lightsaber.
That had nothing to do with that. Just Samuel L. Jackson said he wanted a purple lightsaber, and they gave it to him, which is fine.
Yeah, I get it.
My lightsaber is gold because I like gold. It's my favorite color.
But their lightsabers have very specific meanings. What is it? Green, blue, and green, or blue,
green,
yellow,
green, blue, and
Yeah.
red are the main, and it's all where they get their crystal from. Like they get it from they go mine it out of like on a planet, and where the Sith are in the Star Wars universe, they only like in their area. There's only red ones.
But I thought like blue meant guardian or
That's normally blue is the Guardian,
I'm
then green
strictly-
is the Sentinel.
I'm strictly going off of Knights of the Old Republic game.
Right. Well, I mean, it's been in different places. That is the hard. That's where people argue against me. My take on the new Star Wars movies, like, well, nothing's canon or canon. I don't know how you pronounce that word, but I mean,
That's fine.
But anyway, like years later, I found out, hey, they continued the story. Like they had the Jedi Academy years, and Han and Leia had 3 kids, and Luke married Mara Jade, and he had a kid named Ben, which they then named Kylo Ren's name is Ben. It's like not even, it's like, you fucking retards. It pisses me off because they go, don't worry, Star Wars folks, it's in good hands. And then they went into a room and said, now change the fuck out of everything.
But now you've got your fans, you've got a fan base, but you've also got your mass fans that those are the ones that pay the bills and all that. I mean,
But Star Wars is a mass fan. You've got all these mass fans.
I know, but I mean, so in all reality, you could pretty much do whatever you wanted.
Technically, yes, because we're still gonna go see it and then complain after.
Right.
But like when Episode 8 came out, I didn't rush. I saw like 2.5 weeks later. I was like, eh.
I will say that the last 3 or was the last 2 or
Yeah.
whatever is the last 2 that have come out.
Right. But
I could care less.
but, like-
they did horrible casting on the first, the 1, 2,
Horrible
and 3.
casting.
On the 1, 2, and 3. I was not happy at all.
1, 2, and 3. You talk about the Phantom Menace and all that.
Yeah, I was okay, but I mean, I'm talking about mainly the
Anakin sucked.
Yeah,
That
Anakin,
dude sucked.
They screwed the pooch all the way around. On
That dude sucked, and
And
Jar Jar
why?
Binks, miso, and
Oh
okay,
my
yeah.
God, dude, that was awful.
That was horrible.
You still got my money.
Yeah, but the overall storyline was still good because you're kind of seeing, because you know where it's going. Like, it's going to the development of this will become Darth Vader. She's, Luke and Leia. You got a chance to kind of see Alderaan,
Yeah.
which got blown up. And I like that because they had an Antilles in there. Wedge Antilles is Luke's friend. He's in episode 4 as an X-Wing pilot. He's in episode 6 as an X-Wing pilot. So he had a hand in blowing up both Death Stars. And in the books that I was mentioning earlier, like, he's such a badass fighter pilot. It takes Jedis have to use like all their Jedi power just to like beat him in mock air combat or whatever.
Wait, who is this? Sorry.
Wedge Antilles. And in episode 3, I believe, when I can't think of his name, the Hispanic guy, and he was on Dexter one year.
Oh yeah,
I can't think of his name.
Jimmy Smith.
Jimmy Smith says, and then guy comes up and says, your shuttle's ready. He goes, thank you, Colonel Antilles. So I was like, oh, that's cool. That's like Wedge's father right there.
Okay.
So like for true Star Wars fans like me, I was like, I know that character. That's cool.
All right, as a true Star Wars fan,
Yes.
I will say I'm on the outskirts.
Okay.
Okay, I enjoy
All right.
I look at them for the entertainment value. I don't get real in depth on the actual
Right.
underlining stuff. What the hell is the deal with Boba Fett?
nobody knows why Boba Fett got popular. I mean,
everybody. That's what I mean. I know, like, there's the whole story of Jango. I mean, I guess Boba Fett or Jango Fett, right?
yeah, Jango Fett was Boba Fett's father.
And he's the one that the original clone army was made after,
Yes.
right? Okay.
Uh-huh.
Now, why did they get away from the clone army?
I forgot.
Okay.
I forgot why. I don't know. I don't know. They're droids or clones, but I think they mentioned something about somewhere. I saw something about like maybe stormtroopers are clones still. They're just a different type of clone.
Okay.
Obviously, they reversed it because they can't shoot worth shit.
Right.
And their armor literally protects them from nothing.
Yeah. Why even?
Like they got beat up by Ewoks in that armor.
I got you.
And then in like Rogue One, a Star Wars movie. Now that was great. That was vintage Star Wars.
Okay.
That was beautiful.
that was the skirting off the main storyline.
Yes, that was telling you like that blind man. He beat him up with a bow staff. It's like, why do you have this armor? I'll just take it off.
Yeah, see, because I'm curious on Rey, right? Or is it not Rey? The other guy.
Which one?
The stormtrooper that flipped.
Finn.
Okay, apologize, Star Wars fans.
That's all right. Nobody cares about him.
No one cares about Finn?
No.
Okay, but why does he have such an important role? Why is he?
See, here's part one of my problem.
All right.
Finn sucks as a stormtrooper.
Okay.
Freaks out in his first combat. Okay. Which then that maybe says that maybe they're not a different type of clone because Finn's different or whatever.
He's not combat oriented at all.
Yeah, right. So, but he's doing all this. He knows everything about that super weapon. But yet Han Solo asked him, well, what was your primary? You know, Han Solo says something, you know, what were you especially skilled at? I don't know the exact verbiage, but you get my point.
Yeah.
And he goes, sanitation. How the hell does a guy who's a stormtrooper whose major is sanitation know all about how to use the super weapon and how to destroy it? I mean, I guess he mopped in that area. I don't know.
I mean, most.
I gotta go change the toilet paper to the super weapons restrooms.
In most military structures, there's a type of command, that some of that stuff isn't necessarily disseminated to the lower ranks.
I guess you don't have to explain stuff today because, like that movie, The Shape of Water, it's like here you got this creature.
Yeah.
Spoiler alert: you got this creature that they captured from Brazil that's half man, half fish. Oh, we're just gonna let these two ladies who are janitors go in there and clean it up. Oh, and we're not gonna stay in the room. We're gonna leave.
Well, it's
It's a horrible movie.
For those that have seen Thank You for Smoking, one of the biggest things, the biggest line, because they hit the nail on the head, is they're talking about, hey, let's take smoking back into space. He's like, well, how are we going to do that? I was like, it's just one line of dialogue. Thank God we invented the whatever it's called.
Right.
And that's how they get away with it. It's
Yeah,
like, that's
it's like, okay.
Oh yeah, well yeah, that's fine. We'll just well, hey, thank God he has a harness. Whatever the line is. Thank God we invented that certain. That's how the movies get away with it. It's like,
Right.
okay. Oh, thank you for explaining that.
Yeah, exactly. So, episode 7.
Continue the joke.
Episode 7. Then they introduced this Snoke. No one knows who Snoke is.
Yeah, I am really upset that there's no background in him whatsoever.
Now, maybe they're going to go back. So you're like, well, what's the mystery of Snoke? And then the internet's all a buzz. Who is Snoke?
Yeah.
They're like,
Maybe,
it's Darth Vader.
I wonder if they do that on purpose.
Yeah. I mean, there was a time when Vince McMahon was paying people to post on the internet and start cheers in the audience. So yeah, I mean, Star Wars has the money to pay people. Hey, start to talk about Snoke. But
yeah, it's just you hit 10 bloggers and it'll travel.
Yeah, well, it's Star Wars. It's gonna travel. But then you go into but. With Snoke, you go into episode 8, and there he is.
Mm-hmm.
You know nothing about him, and then he just gets killed.
Yeah, he
He didn't do anything except show up as a hologram and then sit in the throne and watch a big fight and then get killed.
Yeah, see, for me, at least when you had 4, 5, and 6, episode 4, 5, and 6, and you had the Emperor, at least you knew. You didn't know much about him at that point.
Right.
But at least you knew you had, almost 3 full episodes of him. Did he die? When did he die?
Who, the Emperor?
Yeah.
He died in 6. You heard about him, but when he showed up, back then they did a fantastic job of introducing him. It was like, this is a guy Darth Vader. It's like, this guy is like Vader's under this guy.
Yeah.
So you made him.
Yeah.
And he was powerful. Snoke just, Here I am as a hologram.
There's no story on how he came into power, how they took it over.
Now they might go back and do some stuff because they're going to do the Knights of Ren or whatever it's called. I don't know.
Knights of Ren.
I don't know. It's like that's why like you see like Ren. I guess her name is that her name? Ray. I'm sorry, Ray.
Yeah.
Ray. Oh, what a Star Wars fan I am. Fuck it. It's 7 and 8. I don't give a shit. But Ray, when she touches Luke Skywalker's lightsaber, she kind of sees where, Kylo Ren has turned those other people, and you see all those people with like the red colored sabers for the Sith, and I think they're called the Knights of Ren. Okay. I don't know. I'm not investing because they're gonna fuck it up.
Yeah,
they're gonna change it. 30 years we followed the stories in the books, and they totally trash it. And there was badass stuff in there that they could have done, but the point is, Snoke shows up in 8 and he dies. And it's like, he's worthless. Captain Phasma. Fucking, it's what's her name? Brienne from Game of Thrones.
Yeah.
I love that character in Game of Thrones. She, people are like, man, it sucks because these aren't like the stereotypical knights. They're really assholes. Well, she is. She's that knight. She's the knight in shining armor. She keeps her oaths, or she does her best to do it. And she's, I love her in Game of Thrones, but they kept like all the merchandise. Ooh, a silver stormtrooper or chrome stormtrooper.
Yeah.
She gets caught, immediately gives up all the info they need, and then they throw in her trash compactor, which fits because Finn is in sanitation.
Bingo. See, like they were talking about those little stuffed animals. What are those creatures called?
Oh, I don't know.
Yeah, the little bird, mammal-looking thing.
Yeah, it goes, wow.
Yeah, they sell tons of those.
Yeah, why?
And then they had that dog, the crystal. It's funny, the crystal dog, whatever it is, shows them the way out. And they sold like 2 of them. But they have the stuffed animal that has no value whatsoever to the storyline, but they sell a ton of them. That is Disney marketing 101.
See, like George Lucas, like he's so myopic.
Yeah.
He almost thinks he's God, and he's like, "Oh, I'm a big liberal, I'm a big leftist, and this or that." No, you're not. You're the biggest fucking corporation on the planet, motherfucker.
That's true.
It's like you're raking in all this cash. Yeah. Shut the fuck up. Don't act like you're not part of the 1 fucking percent. You are the 1%. You're like the 1% of the 1%. But anyway, Phasma gets killed by the janitor.
Yeah.
But let me go back to 7. Yeah. Now, this is where they flat out admitted they made a mistake. Like, they came out, what's his name? The director, but the bad robot guy. He did the Star Treks and Cloverfield. J.J. Abrams.
Oh, okay. Man, I like the Star Trek, so.
J.J. Abrams came out and admitted he fucked up.
Okay.
Because here's Han Solo.
Yeah.
And he gets killed by his son. Chewbacca sees that happen. Leia feels it through the Force.
Okay.
All right. Now, how long has Han and Leia and Chewbacca been a thing? 30 years.
Oh, yeah.
So, when they land at the end, there's Leia coming towards Chewbacca and Rey and Finn. And you just see, then they switch to camera, and Leia hugs Rey, and Chewbacca just walks by like, hey, no big deal. And I'm like going like, and now that's not just my thing. That got big. Like fans like me are like, what the fuck? And J.J. Abrams did come out and say, yeah, I fucked up. J.J. Abrams owned that. He says, Leia should have hugged Chewie. Her and Chewbacca should have hugged.
Yeah.
But like I sat throughout that whole movie and I was giddy because it was Star Wars and I'm a Star Wars fan.
Yeah.
And when I was like, huh. And I was trying to make it be a great movie on my mind because it's Star Wars. And then when I did that, I was like, huh? What the fuck?
Yeah.
And then, like I say, episode 8, the writing was so bad. Then like the Republic has these 3 bombers coming, and the Galactic Empire brings in their dreadnought. This is like the massive of massive ships. It's like fucking one bomber blows that up. I'm like, how the fuck are y'all losing the war?
Seriously.
And plus, how do the bombs drop in space? Like
That's
they released it, they're in space. The bombs don't go, just kind of hover there.
Yeah, this guy.
I
understand, but
all right, I get it.
But it's like
Yeah.
Armageddon fire when the thing crashes. Like, how the hell is there fire in
Yeah,
space?
it's space. Yeah.
I got.
I'll let it go.
But I'll drink the Kool-Aid.
right.
you
I'll
know?
drink the-
Yeah.
Well, like, how are you losing the war if you only got one of those could take out a dreadnought? Just
Yep.
stop making cruisers. Stop making, Mon Calamari cruisers. It's a trap. But
Why-
just stop.
Why would you? Why? And if you do create these badass ships, you
Right.
create the Death Star, Dreadnought. Dreadnought.
Yeah.
It's like, hey, whoa, hold on. We got to make sure there's some type of weakness in that design
Right.
before we roll out.
Yeah.
That's
Exactly.
Ensign Ricky.
Yeah.
Can you redesign that, please?
Yeah, no doubt, But well, at least in Rogue One, they explained that Jen's father, who
He did it
on purpose.
Yeah, he did it on, and that's legit.
That's cool. That's cool.
All right, that's a nice touch.
Because it's kind of like, why do they just leave a hole there?
Right, yeah.
But excuse me. But then in episode 8, they go to these stables where they have like their quote unquote, it's like horses, but they're not horses. And they ask these kids, and kids are, no, we are slaves. And they use these, they beat them, and like they treat the horses bad. They're not horses, but they treat them bad, but here are these kids who are slaves. They free the horses. Fuck you, slave kids. Screw you, children. It's like we're gonna free these animals.
You got 1,000-pound animals
Yeah,
hauling
yeah.
ass out of there, but that's no.
it's
They're
like-
gonna notice if the children leave.
And I don't and I don't know if they, and I really don't know if they even treated the animals bad. I was like, well, the animals, they don't treat us good. I don't know, but
Well, they're slaves.
but
I'm sure
yeah,
they treat them like shit.
Yeah, but like they get like, it's like, all right, well, we freed the animals. What about the kids? Fuck them.
Yeah.
We'll come back for them.
They'll be fine.
Why don't y'all come with us? No, why don't y'all stay here? Can we go? Can I come? No.
Eat your rice, sweetheart.
yeah. Eat your bowl of rice. That's
Yeah,
your
well-
food for the week.
We'll be back.
So it's just bad writing. It's just bad acting. It's just, I'll say it's bad writing. It's just shit. These
Yeah.
7, 8. Redo 7, 8, 9, but follow the fucking books where we have. And that's another thing. You kill Han Solo. All right, I get it. Because Harrison Ford said actually Han Solo should have died. He should have died in that carbonite. Like he thought that would be badass back then.
Yeah.
Okay, you kill him. All right. Now it's like you're so pumped at the end of number 7 because it's like, oh my God, where's Luke? There's Luke. Shit's about to get real. Next movie, shit's gonna get real. All Luke does in the episode 8 is play the old man screaming at you to get off his lawn.
Yeah.
That's all he does. Yeah, get out of here.
See,
And then he just dies. He just goes and joins the Force.
I felt like I just felt like that they could have been so much more. I mean, it's Luke fucking Skywalker, dude.
Let him
I mean?
do something. I mean,
Yeah.
I think he did that hologram
All right,
of
now,
himself
all
or
right,
something.
that was nice. That was a nice touch. I'm not
Yeah.
gonna take away from it, but see, I feel like they need to remake 1, 2, and 3. You need to take the kid out of there. I think he just. I mean, yes, it made money. I get it,
Right.
But dude, casting is so important. I felt like they did good with. I apologize for the names.
Which
Obi-Wan,
character?
Obi-Wan.
Oh, yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
God, both our minds went blank.
Yeah, I know.
But even what's his name as Qui-Gon Jinn was
Qui-Gon.
badass.
Liam Neeson
was amazing in those films.
Yeah, he really. I didn't honestly. I found out that they cast Liam Neeson. I was like, I don't know about that.
I didn't either,
but
he played the quintessential Jedi Master.
Yeah.
Exactly. He had the hair, the look, the tone, the mannerisms. He was a really good. We're trying to think of this great actor played Ben Kenobi, who we should know. I mean,
Yeah, it's sad.
So Pat's looking it up.
Yeah, because I feel so stupid about it. But yeah, see, I just felt like the kid ruined it. I mean,
He was horrible. Now he's a dick. Like,
is he?
yeah, like some guy was trying to interview and he was just being an asshole to the guy.
Why is that?
because he's a failure. Everyone knows he sucks. But they say Jesse Eisenberg is a big asshole too.
Oh yeah, that's what I heard too.
Like you
He's
overacting douche.
Very weird.
Yeah. I can't. I'm so pissed at Trump for bringing peace to North Korea because they're like, because North Korea, you know, was saying, well, we can hit California. I'm like, bullshit. Try it.
Right.
You know, just get rid of Hollywood altogether.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to figure out is because it's, well, we don't want to get that. Ewan McGregor. That's his name.
Ewan McGregor.
Sorry, Mr. McGregor. I
Yeah.
apologize. I'm actually a fan of yours.
He's a fan of the WTE podcast. We talk everything.
Yeah, I do apologize because I really like the island. I liked him in the island. I'm a Big Fish.
Oh, Big Fish was excellent.
Great. Of course, I'm a big Billy Crudup guy, but
yeah, I know you like Billy Crudup.
But,
that's your main crush.
Yeah, hey, I'm okay. I'll admit it. But it all started in Sleepers. He had such a small role in Sleepers, but I like that. I like that dark character. He reminded me of like a Brandon Lee. You know what could have happened there. You know,
Right? Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, I'm a little disappointed, and I feel like the casting on what they did with was it Hayden Christensen?
Yeah.
Bad choice, guys.
Horrible actor.
Bad choice.
Horrible.
I mean, I understand that you needed someone that was whiny and a little bitch.
Congrats.
But at the end of the day, it's still Anakin fucking Skywalker, man. That's
Right.
that's guy that's gonna become, Darth Vader, and I think they took away the value.
And he became Darth Vader because his mom wasn't able to say, I love you. She died.
And see that, I just felt
I'm
like
how fucking retarded.
have you ever you watched The Office?
Yeah, I love The Office.
Yeah, you remember Andy? Yeah, obviously his character.
I hate Andy.
Yeah, I do too.
Despise Andy.
But well, I can't say I hate him. There's good and bad
I
sides.
despise Andy.
I see good and bad sides, but
There is none.
there's a point where
I only sense darkness in Andy.
when when David Wallace is coming back to buy,
Oh, yeah.
and he's the janitor. And it's one of those things. It's like, hey, they tell him, like, hey, I understand that you're going to be a part of this management, this big deal that's happening, but everything you're doing right now, they can't unsee what they're doing.
Right.
It's like that's the same thing with Anakin Skywalker. Don't you look at your phone when I'm talking to you, you son of a bitch. But that's what I'm saying. That's the thing that you couldn't unsee all that whiny little bitch kid,
Right.
that whiny little
can't.
teenage kid, and then that whiny ass grown ass man. It's like, dude, I get it. The dude's going through some tough times and there's anger, but there's better ways that you could have displayed that anger.
Dude, he fucking in Revenge of the Sith, he killed all those little Jedi kids.
Yeah.
They need lightsaber control.
And that was the only moment that I will say that was the only at that moment was the only time I ever truly committed to him and the possibility of him being Darth Vader. The fact that he's committed to what he needs to do.
Right, but that was more filming.
Yeah, it was filming.
Because you just see the kid and you just see the lightsaber pop on and the kid's kind of like, what?
How many lines did he have during
None.
that? Exactly.
That's why Vin Diesel's great as Groot, because that's all he's got to say.
Yep. And that's it. I mean, and and I don't know. Vin Diesel, I mean, he was built for
Nothing.
No, he was built for the whatchamacallit roles.
The Enforcer.
The Riddicks. The Chronicles of Riddick.
The Riddick,
Yeah.
He played the Enforcer in that Mafia movie.
Which
Not Boiler Room. I can't remember the name. It was very good. It was,
he did good in the Boiler
Barry
Room.
Pepper was the main guy in that one.
Yeah,
you know?
when they were
Yeah, and he says to be considered a tough guy on the street, you have to be
500 fights.
Yeah, something like that. I'm at 498.
Well, after the Star Wars, you may get your 500.
I know. I'm 0 and 498's my record. But
Nice.
you could call me tough.
Right. What was that movie that Barry Pepper did with John Travolta? Was it Battlefield Earth or something like that?
Oh, God. L. Ron Hubbard is
Yeah.
like, oh, my God.
Is that what that was?
Yeah, L. Ron Hubbard wrote that.
Nuh-uh.
I swear to God.
No, he didn't.
I will bet you money, and I know you don't have money because the IRS is looking in the window right now, but I will take money from you on that one.
I got to go back and look. Knock Around Guys, by the way.
Knock around, guys.
Great.
Yeah.
I'm going to look at it right now.
Go. He wrote that. He wrote all that. He wrote, that religion when he was in an insane asylum.
Well, I didn't know he wrote it when he was saying something, but some of the stuff is so. I mean,
But Battlefield Earth was written by L. Ron Hubbard.
yeah. I am all about freedom of religion and all that. I mean, 100%.
Except the Jews. No, I'm just kidding. I'm kidding.
Email Jeff. Hold on, I gotta see what it.
Well, it's popular to hate the Jews these days.
Budget was $73 million. Jeff, how much did it gross in the U.S.?
Oh, I'm gonna guess 18.
That's actually a pretty good guess.
What is it?
21.
Okay.
They budgeted. Their budget was $73 million.
I tried to watch that movie. It was so bad. I get 5 minutes. You ever get that problem?
It had such potential. I felt like it was.
Did you see it's written by L. Ron Hubbard?
No, I'm looking it up right now.
Yeah, I'm telling you. We're wasting time for our 3 fans out there.
No, you go ahead. I mean, I can still. Writers.
Oh, well, speaking of.
I'm looking it up right now.
Well, he didn't. It's probably been rewritten.
L. Ron Hubbard.
There
the
you
novel.
go.
Touche, Jeff Rowe.
I know. You see? Aren't you glad you didn't bet?
But listen to this cast, man.
Okay.
I mean, all right. Look, John Travolta, hit or miss.
But he's there. He's up there. He's up there.
He's not not Nicolas Cage. I'm not going to kick him out immediately.
Told you not to touch.
Barry Pepper.
Good actor.
Forrest Whitaker.
Good actor.
Yeah, I thought he was actually
him and that eye.
I was going to say that should.
I wonder if you got to hire him and then hire his eye like a separate contract.
I mean, there's a lot more in there.
That's it.
Well, I mean, there was a few more. I mean,
right.
But those, I mean, as far as names, because
right.
I mean, I'm a big guy for like Michael Byrne, whatever his name.
I don't know. Byrne?
Is it Byrne? Yeah.
Is
Anyway.
it Byrne?
Yeah, Byrne.
Yeah, it's Byrne.
But yeah, there's. I mean, it's a good cast. I mean, that should have been a decent cast, but.
A decent movie, you mean?
I mean, yeah. Well, I mean, that cast should have been good enough to be able to carry
Right.
the movie, but.
But I mean, look at that movie with Pacino and De Niro together where they were cops. That was a shit movie.
What are you
A
talking about?
horrible movie, and they had like 50 Cent was in it.
Well, there's your problem right there.
Yeah, I know. But it was like, oh, it's the first time they're actually
In a movie together.
like working side by side.
Oh yeah, because like Heat was.
They had that one scene. That's a great scene.
Dude, Heat was badass.
Are you ready? People are going to get pissed at me for saying this.
Uh-oh. Let's
To
do it.
sit down at the diner in Goon equals that sit down in Heat as far as acting.
I'm
goes.
not going to argue you because
Sean William Scott and Liev Schreiber. Dude, I was like, this movie's supposed to be funny. That was such an amazing scene.
I honestly, that movie, I understand why they made Goon 2. I get it. Look, come on, we're honest.
Right.
Let's capitalize on what we did successful. That's the same reason when they boondock Saints 2.
Right.
You know, All Saints Day.
Yeah.
But my deal with that is Goon, that you got it, kid. You got it, kid. You got the stuff. You know, when they were sitting there talking, I was like, good, man.
He goes, don't make the mistake of thinking you're a hockey player.
Yep.
You're a goon.
Yep. That's
it.
it.
And then he told them, if you and I meet on the ice, I will not hold back. It's just
I will lay you the fuck out.
Yeah, and it's just like,
I love that fight too because he's like, he's not done.
Yeah.
You know,
Oh yeah, it's like he's not done. He's
Yeah.
not done. Yeah, that was badass. But yeah, it's just an amazing. It's because I think it's an amazing scene. Period. But it's an amazing scene because you are not expecting a scene like that in that movie because that is just a slapstick. You know,
it's goofy and all that.
It's goofy.
You know, I got to look up because who wrote it and all that because that was the goofy kid, right?
Jay Baruchel.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't like. He sucks in that movie.
I understand.
He's always cussing. He goes overboard. He runs the movie. He goes overboard.
I understand his role in it, but yeah, he does.
He should have toned it down a few notches.
He was one of the writers.
Yeah, it's doing. Yeah, so that was really good.
Yeah, they did a great job on that. I mean, I'm not.
That movie was good, but that scene was amazing. Yeah. I just compared Sean William Scott to Pacino and De Niro.
Hey, but it's a role by role basis, man. I mean, every role is different.
Right.
Let's go. I got to look at the budget and the gross and all. Because you
Goon?
can't. Yeah, it's not going to happen.
Probably like $30 million, if that.
All right, let's see. Box office. Well, I thought it just. Oh man, I'm not in IMDb Pro.
Oh.
But hey, dude, it did. Opening weekend. Oh, that was only 46,000. It grossed $4 million. So I mean,
that's probably pretty good. My 20 million was high.
Well, I mean, but you got to think about what it did on Netflix and all that.
It did great
because
on
Adam
Netflix.
Sandler's movies do awful in the theater, but they smoke it on Netflix.
I've never watched his on Netflix.
I watched The Cobbler on there. I love The Cobbler.
Oh,
I thought
okay.
I thought that was an interesting movie and all that.
It.
It's an interesting concept. He cobbles shoes and then he takes over their life and stuff like that. It's weird. It sounds weird, but I was like, all right.
Well, that's all right. He had that one movie where he had the remote control.
Click.
Yeah,
that was neat. That was creative.
Sandler's not a good actor.
He plays that awkward underdog very, very
When
well.
he tries to play the awkward, serious actor, I'm not buying
Yeah,
it.
was that Punch Drunk Love or something like that?
Something like that, but then like when he plays like a tough guy, also, I'm not buying that.
No, but he worked in Happy Gilmore.
Well, see, but that was pure comedy, regardless. But like
Yeah.
when he's trying to play a tough guy in another another movie, I'm just like no, you know, like he's like hey, you know, whatever. Like when he redid that movie with the football in prison.
Oh, the whole 9 yards. Something
he's
like
just not good. So
Yeah.
I'm sorry, but you know, but
that. But that was another movie that had a pretty cast, pretty heavy cast in it. Probably should have done well.
probably huge cast, literally huge. Had that guy from WWE, Montesaurus. I don't know what his name was.
Yeah, I had him and Goldberg and there's quite a few people in it. But yeah, it's interesting. I mean, but all right, question, Jeff.
Yes.
Tobey Maguire. Love, hate, middle of the road, depends on the role.
Hate.
Hate, okay.
But no.
Name me, give me if all right.
Spider-Man 3. That's why I hate him.
Okay.
Walking around, he's doing that little jazz song.
Yeah, stupid.
That's the worst movie, other than the new X-Men movies and the new Star Wars movies. That's horrible.
I'd argue that on Fantastic Four.
The new Fantastic Four?
No, not the new one was okay.
Eh.
The new one I could do a lot better than the other ones.
But it was like
When he's in the club doing stretching around.
that.
all
Oh
day, I'm
no,
like,
no,
dude, that was awful.
That was horrible. But it was just that cast. You cashed Michael B. Jordan as the black guy as the white girl's brother,
Yeah.
and I love Michael B.
I
Jordan.
do too. I respect the hell out of him. He's
a good actor.
Creed was
Creed,
just phenomenal.
He was in Chronicle. That's our first time I thought he was badass in Chronicle.
He did a great job in Black Panther as well.
I didn't see Black Panther.
It
yet.
was good. His role he did very, very well.
Okay, I love they do. I hate Jimmy Kimmel for the direction he's gone in, but he's got one of the funniest things.
God, he's so funny, man.
Called Mean Tweets.
Yeah.
And it was Celebrity. It was Avengers.
Yeah.
Did you see it?
Uh-uh.
And the guy that played Black Panther. The guy.
Oh, yeah,
I don't
yeah.
know his name. I can't think of his name, but he basically reads this thing from somebody who wrote on Twitter saying, "How the blank does the coolest black man on the whole planet Earth get such a white name like Chadwick?"
Yeah, see, and that's what got me too. Is you've got pretty heavy cast like that, and the other dude, man, I apologize, we're bad on names right now for some reason, but the other guy that was in it, he was also in Whiplash.
Whiplash.
Yeah, that was a good.
I know that movie. What is that?
That's where they have the drummer with
Oh, yeah.
Schillinger.
Oh
Well,
yeah.
we don't.
I hate that other guy, Miles. No, I can't stand Miles,
Miles.
the actor that played the drums in Whiplash.
Oh, yeah,
I can't think of his full name.
He's hit or miss with me.
I can't stand him, and I love that Schillinger kept saying I had to keep looking at stupid Miles' face during that whole movie.
Yeah.
Obviously he's talking trash. He
J.K.
didn't hate him,
Simmons.
yeah.
See, I love J.K. I mean,
You would have thought Beecher would have like shined from that movie or that show Oz rather
Yeah.
than Schillinger.
Yeah.
But
Like,
Schillinger
He
took
had
off.
He had that.
Beecher's been in some things, but not
Yeah,
near
not-
close.
Not like that. Because Just Kidding Simmons just he just took off. He was that bad guy that you could really, for some reason, you took a liking to. He was the Darth Vader or the
Right.
the Darth Maul.
I saw him. I was surprised he was on like with Jay Leno or David Letterman. Back in those
He's
days,
such a nice guy.
because they go, "Wow, you're a horrible person." And he goes, "Don't blame me. Blame the writers.
Yeah.
They're the ones making me do all this."
But and that's what I'm saying. He just plays that villain role, like even in Whiplash. Because see, Whiplash, I understood. I mean, he does make you hate him in Whiplash.
Yes,
But, I mean, the way he does everything is just it's a great setup.
he's so nice to that little girl in Whiplash. Oh,
Yeah.
I can't wait for you to join me. It's like, oh, girl, you don't
Yeah.
want that.
Right. And but yeah, he draws the best out of him. I mean, by any
Right.
means necessary, and that's what he did. But yeah, I mean, I understood the character, but that was a good one because I mean, I say what you will about Academy Awards. Sometimes I think they're bullshit and all that, but I will say they do bring a lot of recognition, or they at least make you say, all right, I at least got to check out the hype and see what it's all about. And I'm glad they did because that's what happened with Whiplash. I had no idea.
I've gotten, and I love movies.
We'll come back to Tobey Maguire. I want to talk about that. a
Oh,
little bit
okay.
more. But
Well,
go
I'll
ahead.
just say this real quick. I love movies. I love going to movies. Get off your phone while I'm talking, you motherfucker. I swear to Christ. I will kill your family.
Aw.
But
My wife and son are at a Dynamo game.
boo. We discussed that. But like I haven't. I want to see Thor Ragnarok. I want to go see Black
haven't seen it yet?
Panther. No, I haven't seen any of the movies. I haven't gone to the movies in forever. I think the last movie I saw was Dunkirk.
I actually haven't seen Dunkirk.
Dunkirk is weird. It's just weird. It's good, but it's not good in what you typically think.
See, how I typically watch movies is one, I look at it, the trailer, all right, I'll check it out, or two, someone recommends it to me. Dunkirk is, it's one of those ones I've heard, mixed things. I just haven't gotten around to seeing.
Dunkirk's like eating that hidden spice food, where it's like you eat it, and then like a minute later, your mouth starts to burn. It's like you watch it and you go, and it's the same thing with Star Wars movies. Like, well, I was told this movie's good, so it was good. And you're in your head, you're going, was this a good movie? And then the more you think about it, you're like, that was a good movie. Then like the next day, like, damn, Dunkirk was really good.
Yeah.
Then like a week later, like, I want to go see Dunkirk again.
Right.
Because I mean, I like Christopher Nolan. He does good with his films, I believe. So, whether you like the film or not, it's just shot well. It's just done well.
Yeah.
And there's one part in the movie where it's just really good acting, and I can't even tell you how to look it up. But this kid, I'm not gonna say it. I'm not gonna run spoilers or anything like that.
Now there's some we can do it on.
Let's go back to Tobey Maguire. He's
because I guess for me, he needs to get back to the roles of like the Pleasantville roles. I mean, granted, I know that was when he was young as shit, but he did very well in that. I liked him in Pleasantville, but I've been trying to rack my brain and think about of what I liked him in. And then there's the other one.
He was good in the first Spider-Man movie. I was like, wow, you know what? He did a good job.
Yeah, I didn't.
Those movies got bad, and then it just got horrible when he's like dancing in the street in third because he's a bad guy. I'm like, what, a bad guy from the 50s?
Yeah, do you blame him, or do you blame directors, or do you blame writers? Or
that is a good point. I don't know if I can blame him about that.
Well, because, I mean, you know what you're going to get. I mean, the guy was successful in the first Spider-Man, and they went to shit after that. I actually didn't like who they had play,
Doc Ock or?
No, his love interest.
Emma.
Shit. Damn it.
Not Emma. Emma Stone.
Emma Stone.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I don't feel like she fit that role. No, it's not.
Oh, no, that wasn't Emma Stone. It was a...
no, I like Emma Stone. I like her, too.
It was a Kristen... what's her name?
Kirsten Dunst.
Yeah.
Yeah. Which...
Dunst.
Yeah. But she's a great actress. I felt like that was a waste of her talent. No disrespect to her because I like her, but that was...
She's an amazing actress. Like, if you see her in, what was it? The Vampire Diaries movie. I can't think of the name. We really sucked tonight.
Yeah, we're
Anne
off.
Rice's with Lestat. Tom Cruise as Lestat.
Interview with the Vampire. Yes, when she's
a little girl and she's
did
acting
phenomenal.
adult. It was
Dude,
really
come
badass. Yeah.
Yeah. See, that's one of the movies I think they should remake.
Okay, you think they should remake Interview with the Vampire?
Yeah, I think so
Yeah.
because it's tough. But the problem with because I mean it's Brad Pitt and Tom Cruise, man, and Tom Cruise, for me that was one of the roles he nailed.
He was good as that.
Yeah.
But you can remake that movie.
I think you could. I just felt like...
It'll be Tom Hardy, Ryan Gosling, and Octavia Spencer, because Octavia Spencer's in every movie now.
Yeah. Tom Hardy's so hot right now on everything. I mean, the guy, whatever he touches is gold.
Yeah.
Warrior, I mean, that went way below the radar for a lot of
It
people.
really did.
But
he's now playing Venom.
See, I'm very, very interested in that.
I wasn't really a big Spider-Man fan, so
See,
now
I
Venom, I'm like, eh.
I'm cool with him playing Venom. I mean, I'm curious how it's going to shake out. But at the same token, if you're an actor and actresses, man, you've got to get in on the superhero roles because those are the ones that you sign a 4 or 5 year, and you can do projects in between.
Yeah,
I mean,
there was one movie I thought was badass. It had Ethan Hawke.
Okay.
And
see,
I don't like him at all.
I liked him in Training Day.
I didn't like him in Training. I'm like, no. This kid looks like he's from the Ivy League school. Is not being a badass.
See, but I didn't.
He was good in that.
I think that's the point, though, too.
He was good in that one movie where everybody had to be perfect to go to outer space. I forgot the name of it. I don't care. But
you got me.
Right.
You got me.
I don't like Ethan Hawke. He was good in that. But no. shit, you made me lose my train of thought. No, yeah, Ethan Hawke and I think Patricia Arquette are in that movie, and it was filmed for 10 years.
Oh yeah, A Boy's Life or something.
Yeah, and the kid started off at like age 9 and followed him until he was 19, and that to me that was unique. I couldn't watch the movie though.
Yeah.
I tried because I applaud them for doing something
that's-
different.
exactly.
But yeah, they basically had it in their contract for other movies. If they're gonna shoot, they're allowed to leave this movie and go shoot for like a month and then come back.
Right.
So, when you look at things like, remakes or whatever, and everybody's doing remakes, and then you look at, you want to be in the superhero movies, it's like, like you said, there are other projects you can do, So I would be in a superhero movie. I'd just play a superhero.
Right. What would you say? I mean, there has been some creative movies out there, but what would you say is the last movie you saw where it was just, and the reason I asked is because you think the creativity is dying away to where they're just going to continue to remake everything. And the question there is what's the last movie you saw was like, man, that's a really great concept or really neat and interesting.
Oh man, I know you're going to ask me this.
I know. I mean, and you can take time to think about it, but we can come back to it while we think on it.
All right.
But the biggest thing is, I mean, because I feel like there's,
Seabiscuit with Tobey Maguire. No, I'm just kidding. I don't know, man.
Yeah, because that's a tough one. I mean,
there's a movie I haven't seen that I want to see really bad that a lot of my gamer friends really loved, and it looks badass. Ready Player One.
See, that looks awesome.
And it's cool because Spielberg got all the licenses. Like, somebody, like, you go into a game as your avatar, like some guys like Donkey Kong.
Yeah.
And then this little girl's actually like the Iron Giant, that Vin Diesel played. She's
Right.
the Iron Giant, and that's in there. And then he's racing, and he's in the Back to the Future DeLorean.
Yeah.
He's racing in that car. And like a couple of my gamer friends, like, oh my God, if you're a gamer, you have to see this movie because there's just, you have to see it twice because it's just overload. It's so amazing.
Oh, I'm sure it is.
So it's kind of like I want to say that even though I haven't seen it, but at the same time, it has a lot of stuff.
And when
watching when they do that racing, I'm like, I missed that game Wipeout.
Yeah, I did too. Oh, that was a cool game.
That was so awesome. I loved it.
That and Twisted Metal.
Oh, Twisted Metal was the bomb.
But I see,
literally.
for me, what I've been noticing is that the creativity is falling more into the kids movies. You look at Wreck-It Ralph, for example. I loved Wreck-It Ralph, man. I mean, it was so creative of how they did everything with the games and, how they were able to travel from game to game in the evening. They all, they're real characters. And I thought that was really neat. And how they did it, same thing with, we'll say Finding Nemo or something like that. I mean, I understand why these are big blockbusters, the fact that they're super creative. I mean, Toy Story was huge because we've all wondered, even us as kids, always wondered, hey, what the hell do our kids do when we're not, or our toys do when we're not around?
You dreamed that your toys did that.
And it's like, man, and I think that they've got such an enlightenment.
I've never seen Toy Story.
Really?
Or The Lion King.
Well, Lion King. I mean, Lion King's Lion King.
Right.
I mean, but you got to at least see the first Toy Story because it's Tom Hanks and Tim Allen, their voices of it. I mean, Tom Hanks is just.
Yeah.
I'll almost give anything he does a shot. I mean, I may not like it, but
His last movie about newspaper looked boring. I wasn't giving that a shot. I'm like, no.
I don't think I've seen that. But he kept The Terminal interesting. He kept Castaway. Castaway was interesting to me.
Yeah.
Of course, Saving Private Ryan. Anything that he touched,
great.
anything he's involved with World War II, I'll definitely watch.
Right.
I think he was really, heavily involved with Band of Brothers.
Well, yeah, him and Spielberg did Band of Brothers, and then they did The Pacific, which was about the Marines, finding the Pacific, and that was really well made.
I'm curious on, I mean, there's a lot of creativity going on.
Dude, I can't think of a movie. I know there's like 9 in my head.
Yeah.
But I can't. Can't.
Just like we were talking earlier, Shot Caller. That
movie.
I mean, that was a great movie, and it's just the transformation of that character. I mean, it's weird. How something so drastic. I mean, it was cool.
Right.
You see it how he's doing it. He's evolving to survive, and then it goes on to so much more.
Is.
But he still keeps his core value in a sense.
I think television series is where I love The 100. The show, The 100. I love that show. That is so awesome. Season 5 just started, and I've been binge watching seasons 1 through 4 again because I love it so much.
Right.
And there's a development of these characters that are amazing. And I told you about the show Killing Eve. Like, if you watch Killing Eve, you're hooked because what's her name, the White Princess? She's such a good actress, but like those seem to be where originality is coming. Like these shows on, you know, like Breaking Bad.
Yeah. Yeah, Netflix and Amazon, and you know that's where they really raise their
Hulu with The
Hulu,
Handmaid's
Hulu.
Tale.
Yeah, I mean like Orange is the New Black, and
Right.
you know,
Stranger Things on Netflix.
Stranger Things was huge because that really reached back to a lot of the ET nostalgia people.
Yeah, for me, yeah.
I mean, even you know, it hooked me out. That was a little bit. I think I was pretty young when that came out, but you know,
Right.
I still loved ET. You know,
Right.
but you know, and it's funny because they're playing D&D. It's like you guys nailed it.
Right.
You know,
exactly.
you guys nailed that time of when how big imagination was and how all this shit happening is unbelievable.
Right.
Now I am happy they redid it. That was just. I don't know if you've seen it or not, dude.
I'm not a fan of it.
I was not a fan of the first It. I laughed when I was a
fan
kid.
of either.
I was not a fan when I was a kid, but the guy that played it, actually, he's the son of the professor in the Avengers.
Yeah, and he's brothers to Skarsgård. His last name is Skarsgård.
Yeah, that's it. But he nailed it. I mean, he just. I know even when we watched it, you know, with my wife. Spoiler alert.
Mm-hmm.
When they were watching the slideshow, Jen lost her shit.
See, I didn't get to the slideshow.
Oh man,
I cut it off. I was like, it's so boring.
It was, and I mean, I understood where it was
Clowns
going.
don't scare me.
And they don't really either to me either, but to me that was for me Stephen King, that was a big swing and a miss because Stephen King is such a great writer. He's really good at reaching into the depth of our soul and figuring out
But
fears.
the original It for a lot of people was great.
Yeah. And I could see that, but the story just went so far off the rails to where it was no longer believable.
Anything that can be defeated by kids, I'm not afraid of.
True. But I will say the fact that he's an alien, he's got to feed, he's got to come out every like 30 years or 27
He's
years.
an alien?
Yeah, that's what it actually breaks down to.
I thought it was a giant spider.
Well, that's one of the forms he takes.
That's like comedian Dan Soder said, my mom,
Yeah.
she had Dale come up. Dale was a teenager, not a girl. His name's Dale. And he let me, as a very young boy, watch Stephen King's It. Yeah.
Jeez.
Good choice. He goes, throughout that whole summer, I was afraid to get out of bed. So I peed in the little heater thing on the floor.
Yeah.
And when winter hit, my mom cut that on. She's like, what the hell? What does that smell? Like, you want to know what that smell is, Mom? Bad parenting.
All right. Since we're on the subject,
Okay.
scary movie when you were a kid. Which one got
Oh,
you?
God. Salem's Lot.
Salem's Lot.
That's not even.
Did you ever read the book?
No.
Okay. I heard the book is scary as shit too, but
Dude,
I've never seen Salem's
fuck.
Lot, dude.
Like, I watch it now. I'm like, I can't believe
yeah.
but it still gets me because
Yeah.
it's a remembrance. Oh my God, Salem's Lot. When that kid sits up in that car, like makes that it's
Yeah.
noise, and when he's like rubbing his claws on the window,
Yeah,
going,
that- yeah.
"Let me in."
Yeah, see, they say in the book when you're reading, I haven't seen it, so, and I'm devastated that I haven't seen it, but
It's like you look back at it now, it's an '80s movie.
yeah, and that's okay. I mean, they were scary
you
as shit
know?
back then.
And
though.
Gretchen agrees with me.
Yeah, Gretchen. Well, that's
Salem's Lot.
she's the one that's always sworn by Salem's
Like
Lot.
we made my mom, like my sister's room and my room are like next to one. And we made my mom. We basically came to a compromise that she has to stand in the hall in between both our rooms.
Yeah,
You know. Now later on, the Ring kind of scared me. It
Did
freaked
it?
me out. I was like, "Whoa!" You know,
Yeah.
they show that scene of someone who's been waterlogged and their head falls. Oh my God!
yeah.
You know. Now later on, the Ring, I really don't get scared. Like I don't like slasher flicks don't scare me.
Yeah.
Halloween does scare you a little bit. 'Cause,
Yeah.
like, he just shows up and
Well,
kills.
yeah, because he was one of the big ones that didn't really he attacked anybody, you know. But the ring never got to me.
Well, what about you? What was a scary movie for you growing up?
Back in the kid was Pet Cemetery got me. That and actually Birds, believe it or not. But I was young when I saw Birds for the first time. The Birds,
The
or whatever.
classic Birds.
The classic Birds, yeah.
Wow.
It got me. I watched it on
Alfred
TV.
Hitchcock.
Yeah,
He's the man.
He got me one time when I was a kid, but believe it or not, one of the ones that actually really got me was when I got a little bit older was fucking Blair Witch. Blair Witch,
Really?
yeah, Blair Witch. The first original Blair Witch got me, dude. I mean, it was just they nailed it.
It's shit until the end.
Yes.
It's scary until the end.
Yeah, even in the end is see to the,
That's my opinion. I
Yeah,
don't
no,
know
and
your
that's okay.
opinion.
No, the closure of it was good at the time. Now I watch it and it's like, dude, come on, get the fuck
I
out of it.
ruined it for Ben.
Did you?
Like right before we went, I found out that it was fake.
Oh no!
Because
shit.
that was
See, that's when I saw it.
You thought it was
I didn't
real.
know it was fake at the time.
Right.
And when they're in the tent, because I was big into camping and shit like
Oh,
that,
yeah.
and that got me. I mean, it was just. And then the problem was just like with all good movies, is they shot it from like a personal camera,
Right.
and it was great. And then they went professional with it. And the second one was like, you guys fucking ruined it.
Yeah, the second
Yeah.
one was bad.
Yeah. But in that, yeah, I mean, Blair Witch, the original got me. And then actually 28 days later, as I was older, that one got me. That one actually spooked me quite a bit too. The virus one.
Yeah.
And then the Dawn of the Dead where they could run. For some reason, zombies that can run.
Yeah, you don't like zombies
yeah,
running.
yeah. I can deal with slow moving zombies. It's funny to me.
Yeah.
But when they can run, it's like, dude, they're dead. They don't have to breathe. I have to take breathing breaks. You
Right.
know, that's like, Zombieland cardio. You know what I mean?
Yeah, cardio, yeah.
But
yeah.
but yeah, those got me. Of course, I always liked Halloween. I watch Halloween.
Halloween's my favorite.
I've watched it every year probably since I was about 10 years old.
If like I say, I don't like slasher flicks,
Yeah.
but Halloween I do like because it is scary.
Yeah, see, overly violent. It never scared me.
Scream was a joke. Like those were the worst movies.
Yeah, I know
because it was all about look how cool he killed her, and it's
Yeah.
like no, and it's just
See, that's
stupid.
why Freddy Krueger never scared me.
Yeah, it got slapstick.
Yeah, I thought the remake was. I think they did a good job on the remake, with the guy from. He's a really.
Oh,
good actor.
it's Kelly from the old Bad News Bears.
No, it's not. Is that really?
Yeah, and then he played Rorschach.
Yeah,
in,
the Watchmen. Yeah.
Yeah.
Great actor. I mean, and he's actually been in a few other things that he was sneaky in as well. But
Yeah.
but yeah, I thought he did a great job on redoing it. I mean, he played. It's funny because he's the predator, but when they burn him alive, you actually are somewhat. The way his voice articulates it, it draws you in to be somewhat sympathetic. And this dude is a child, he's a pedophile and a murderer,
Right.
But it's like, dude, that's fucked up, But at the same token, it's like, why? Yeah, and it was weird how he, drew that emotion.
How
out of
fucked
me.
is it? Hollywood makes you feel bad for a pedophile.
I know they did a good job, and I
guess you really don't feel that way. You say, "Oh, just fucking hang him, fucking shoot him, fucking burn him." Maybe we don't. We're good people.
Yeah, I mean, maybe that's what it is, but it was. I mean, I think it was just good acting, is what it was.
Okay.
It just drew that emotion.
I gotta
out
go
of-
find these movies and watch them now.
Yeah,
I have to continue watching it.
Yeah, just give it a shot, finish it out.
I will. Let me ask you something.
yeah.
Or did you have something?
No,
there?
no.
Okay. I know we start off with Karate Kid.
Okay.
Are you okay with Cobra Kai?
I
Them
with him doing it. I really would.
I like it. I'll be honest with you. I like it.
I really would like to see them do it right. That maybe a new sensei comes in, and he doesn't necessarily have to be the good guy, but I'll be honest with you. I mean, the no mercy mentality wasn't necessarily a bad mentality. I think as a at its core, it could be something very good about attacking life and taking life, taking full advantage of all the offerings life has for you. But I think it was, by the previous sensei, I know this word, I'm getting more analytical into it, but by the previous sensei, I think it was executed very poorly on what he was trying to, what should have been taught in it. But I think it's going to be. I think it's got such potential from the previews. It makes Daniel LaRusso look like an arrogant prick.
Yeah. He's like, yeah. I kicked him in the face.
Yeah,
Like,
but then he's parading him around. It's like, dude.
Yeah, and then he showed. Daniel Russo sees in the this is in the preview, so we're not reading anything. But then he sees the Cobra Kai gym open up. It's like, what? It's like, what's your deal? Can't this guy have up his own business? You're a car sales. You have own a car lot. So let's like, who cares? Cobra Kai is back.
Right. I mean, and that's exactly it. I mean, I'm curious how they're gonna play it and spin. I know the first 2 or 3 episodes are out, but
they're out on YouTube. And I guess you gotta have a subscription YouTube Red, or
Yeah.
you can go to a certain site that I know of where you can watch it for free.
okay. I mean, I'll binge it, and check it out, and
Right.
I'm curious. I'm probably gonna start it tonight. In fact.
I know you will.
Yeah, I didn't realize it was out. I haven't been around the TV nearly.
Damn,
as
I
much.
forgot the song. I was gonna sing it all night.
Yeah,
I'm coming back or something like that. I don't know. Now I'm getting AC/DC. Let me ask you,
yes.
what's a movie you would like to see remade and why?
There's a couple. I mean, I'd really like to see remade.
We said 1, 2, and 3 Star Wars, but is there another one?
Honestly, believe it or not, as great as the movie was back
Jesus
then.
Christ, 1, 2, 3, and 7, 8, and probably 9 Star Wars.
Why not? Yeah, let's go ahead and put that on the docket.
All right.
As great as it was, I don't want to take anything away from it, but I would love to see them remake like E.T. to see with updated effects and where it could be now. Not that it was bad. I'm not, and I don't want them to. I don't want them to remake it to get it right. No, they got it right the first time. It was awesome.
You just want new effects.
New effects. I'd like to see what they would do with
Now,
some of the newer technology.
Let me throw the controversy at you.
Bring it.
Like Spielberg, big Democrat, in the not when they like what's the word, like redigitalized it or whatever.
Yeah.
Like he removed all the guns in the movie. Like the FBI agents, like it shows them holding guns in the original.
Yeah.
Then they're all holding walkie-talkies. Does that bother you, or is that something where you're like, I just don't care?
I think the problem with them not holding weapons is it takes away from the value of the.
Does it?
What if they're holding guns?
Yeah.
To me, it implies that this situation is dire. It's a super serious situation. If they're having walkie-talkies, how serious is it? You know
Okay, so it means something to you.
It does, but I mean, not from a political standpoint by any means, but from the value of the movie, it does. Because
See, that's good. That's a good take, because to me, I'm a big pro Second Amendment guy. The same thing for liberals being like, get the guns out of there, and then the same people, conservatives are going, keep the guns in. I'm like, it doesn't matter. To me, it doesn't matter about the story, but you were again pointed to you. It's like, yeah, if I was even just holding walkie-talkies, why do I care?
Yeah, I mean, to me, there's an alien running around,
And
a spaceship is eventually coming. To me, it's like, if they're holding walkie-talkies, it's like, okay, it's not serious.
what are you gonna do?
Yeah, it's like, all right, well, I mean, not only that, there's an alien running around with children.
Right.
It's like, I don't know.
Do you cast Drew Barrymore as the mother in the remake of E.T.?
That would be great.
Got to.
That would be pretty sweet. Or even if even a sequel, revisit or something like that.
You would want a sequel of E.T. That sounds horrible.
It does, but that's where, I'd like to see it remade just to see that. And the only other one let's see. Because there's some. I see the war movies and all that. Those are hard to remake because they're timepieces. Like I thought about Rambo original. I'd love to see the first Rambo being made, but that's a
He
timepiece.
can get Jason Momoa as Rambo.
Well, that's the post. Right after Vietnam. Yeah, the timing of it, you can't redo that. You just can't. That was just something that just popped in my head.
Right.
I'm not sure on the rest of it, but
I got a movie that I would like.
damn, we're at an hour.
Oh wow,
That's cool.
well, my movie is
Take your time.
The Last Starfighter.
That'd be a good one.
Just redo. Don't bring in politics in it that Hollywood does now. That pisses majority of the country off.
Yeah.
Just remake that movie with the updated graphics, same story. Just redo it, present it to kids of a new generation, like Star Wars should have done. Should have carried. I was okay with them introducing new characters in Star Wars. I just didn't like the direction they took. The whole story destroyed what we all knew for the past 30 years. But I can watch The Last Starfighter Day and just enjoy that movie.
Yeah.
The graphics, they're not great.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. That'd be a good one to see. Something that's real heavy, that relied on all those graphics.
You
and all
can
that.
even just make it like a part 2. Like they remade Tron, but it was kind of like a part 2 to the original Tron.
Yeah.
So you could take The Last Starfighter and kind of have that kind of like you can just say, it's part 2.
Right.
Either remake it or do something with that, because that came out in the heart of the Star Wars days, and I love that movie just as much as I love Star Wars.
Yeah. See, I've never seen it, to be honest with you. Not that, it's hard. It's hit or miss with some of the sci-fi movies with me. I think they need to come out with the Sharknado 7.
No.
Yeah, that needs to happen.
No, they
I
don't.
need to see that in D-Box at the theater.
It's just shark bites you.
Yeah, that'd be great.
Little shark head comes out, bites you on the arm, gives you a little nick.
Speaking of which, do you think they should try to see? I don't see. To me, they leave Jaws alone. That's one I don't think you can touch. It's kind of like E.T. It's almost like you can't touch it also, but
No, leave Jaws on. Well, they made The Shallows, which was really well made.
yeah.
Then they made some movie called 47 Meters Down.
Yeah.
But I couldn't watch it. It seemed boring.
Yeah.
But yeah, leave
Yeah,
Don't
well-
remake Jaws. Plus,
Hey.
that mayor in his little suit. He's like,
Oh, yeah, come on.
we're gonna keep the beaches
Yeah.
open.
Yeah.
You know?
I'll tell you what. When we get Steve-O in here, we're gonna tell him. We're gonna both agree that they need to remake Jaws.
Oh, and just
It's
watch him.
It's got to happen.
Just watch him crap himself.
Yeah, I'd really like to see a. Well, I don't know. I mean, I'd like to see a good mafia film that, like it takes them, and it may take them from the lowest level, like Scarface, how he raises to power and all that. I'd like to see something a little bit more up to date on that. You know,
Right.
Um,
Like Shot Caller, you want to see him evolve into what he's
yeah,
going to become.
yeah, that's cool. I'd like to see them. You know, that's why I like Wolf of Wall Street, because he's a normal guy. He's trying to get ahead. He's doing it.
Right.
He's just and then he just becomes this monster of I don't give a fuck, take no prisoners. You know,
Right.
And I to me, it's always interesting to see characters evolve like that because you try to relate to them and how you would be, you know, in that situation. Because
Right.
if someone handed me, you know, hundreds of millions of dollars overnight, I don't know how I would be. I mean, I could sit here and say that I've worked hard all my life. I wouldn't change me. Money changes people, man. It does.
I don't know. I disagree with you there. I think like someone like you and I, if we like hit the lotto, we'd be a lot smarter with it.
I guarantee nobody would know.
Because you can't remain anonymous.
Bullshit.
No, it is, or you don't get the money.
Well, I'd figure something
Now,
out.
Texas, where we are, there is a law going to be passed in the Texas Senate. It's not passed yet, where you can rename anonymous. But that lady up in Connecticut, she said, I want to remain anonymous. I don't. They said, well, you signed the back certificate, and that gets up all right. She goes, no, I want to remain anonymous. You cannot remain anonymous. That's part of their advertising. This is a real person. Look, this real person won.
They want to see someone win it. It's just like the
know.
casinos.
I was just going to say now, I have no attachments in life. So if I win, there's no one you can kidnap.
yeah, that's exactly it.
You know,
I mean, but even then, it's more about the people coming out of the woodwork. You know,
Well, that's your problem.
Yeah, that I haven't seen in 20 years.
but I think you're grounded. I'm grounded. I'm old and lazy now. I just want to just be able to lay on my couch. If I won the lottery, I'm gonna weigh like 600 pounds, and they have to get the forklift to get me out of my house. That's why it used to be. I want to go to the Greek islands and buy a Ferrari. Now I just want to eat potato chips on my couch and watch firefighters get a forklift to have to take me out of my house.
yeah.
But no, I think some people. You're right. Some people do get crazy, but I think you're smart. I think there are a lot of people out there who are smart. I came from a very poor family where, growing up as a kid, we ate rice and beans for 4 days, or just rice for 4 days, or just popcorn for 3 days. So it's like I know where it is, and I know where I can go back to, and I don't want to just waste it on. I just bought a 200-foot yacht.
Yeah.
It's like I can go rent a
Yeah.
yacht. I can have you and everyone, all the people that I love, that I don't love because I have no attachments in case I win the lottery. But
I actually just got talking to a door-to-door salesman today about that because I had the boat out there getting it ready to sell.
yeah,
I was like, man, don't buy a boat. Take the money you would spend on a boat, or just take your storage, whatever it is, $50, $100 a month, whatever it is, and just put it away and then go rent a boat one time. I guarantee
Yeah.
you'll have the time of your life. It'll make you think about buying a boat, but you don't want a boat.
like J.J. Watt, like when he goes to Los Angeles, he rents a Ferrari. He goes, I don't need a Ferrari, but I can rent one.
yeah.
And, it's like this J.J. Watt. He got like $100 million. He can afford a Ferrari. He can afford 3 Ferraris if he wanted to.
Yeah,
but he doesn't get one.
if it floats, flies, or rolls?
I don't know.
Yeah, there's a rule. If it flies, floats, or rolls, lease or rent.
Oh, okay.
Never buy. It's pretty much.
What if it hovers? I would pay for a hoverboard, like from, Back to the Future.
Hey, did we talk about this? About how far we are away from? No, this is a different conversation a while back. I had how far we are away from possibly traveling by drones or whatever.
Wait, you talking about like we get in a drone?
We're flying like one of the helicopter drones that they used for packages and the video cameras.
Oh.
I was curious on that. I mean,
It wouldn't be hard. You don't.
it's just. I mean, I don't.
It's just a bunch of dudes like, I'm gonna rev this guy.
Yeah, I'm just curious on it. I mean, I know it's a silly theory.
In 40 years.
You think so? In our lifetime?
It sucks because growing up as an 80s kid, it was like, in 2010, you'll
Yeah.
be. And I'm like, in 2010, what the fuck?
Yeah.
We're still in cars with 4 wheels.
We're not too far off from You know, with the Back to the Future 3 or Back to the Future 2 when they go to the future and all that. And was it what was the year 2014 or something like that? I can't remember what it is.
Where they wore bad 80s glasses. And
Yeah, it was great.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's a sign of the times, but
anyways, yeah, I was just curious. I mean, that's something we talked about it. I think I was sitting down. They're like, "Oh, never, you know, it's not going to happen in our lifetime." I was like, "I don't know, man."
well, they have flying cars.
Yeah,
You know,
I'm just curious from like me to step out my door, jump in my drone to fly me to work.
it would have to be. Well, I think you've got the automated cars now, and we're going to go to more automated cars where like you don't drive, you just sit there, and it takes you.
Like iRobot.
Yeah, like iRobot. Yeah. Then after that will come the drones, and I don't think you'll be able to fly it. I think it will set a waypoint, like you want to fly to, let's say,
Work.
Kroger's.
Yeah, whatever.
Or work.
Or Whataburger.
Or Whataburger.
Or
and
11 Below.
11 Below Brewery, you know, to go hang out with Tailgate USA.
Yeah.
So it just sets a waypoint, and like you're not in control. Because you might try to hot dog, like see a chicken bikini, and you're going to fly lower to see her, and you're going to hit a tree and kill yourself and maybe catch the tree on fire and burn a house down.
Yeah, that's true.
You'll be heavily restricted.
Yeah, I would think so too. Sorry, I'm just checking.
That's all right.
But see, that was a conversation we had at another place, and
You know what? It took them forever, and I guess criminals are stupid. That's why they get caught.
not always.
But I'm like, why? Like, why didn't like they use drones to like drop a knife into the yard, and they finally did that.
Oh, did they?
Like
Really?
somebody outside flew and they dropped like a shiv in the yard, and the dude grabbed it, like went to town or something.
When was this?
God, I want to say like a few months ago.
They flew a drone and dropped
They
it.
flew a drone over the prison fence and
I
dropped
guess.
a shiv for his buddy in prison.
Nice.
Yeah.
Huh.
You know, Amazon is delivering with drones somewhere.
Yeah, I was wondering. I mean, that's Parks and Rec. You ever watch it?
Yeah.
Yeah, Grizzle. That's what they do on the show.
Yeah, I remember.
Yeah, that's actually a great show, man. That was.
I did not miss The Office and Parks and Rec. I think they were back to back. I can't remember, but
I didn't watch Parks and Rec until it was on Netflix for like 4.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I caught the last couple of seasons. I caught up in the last couple of seasons. I caught on network TV, and then I ended up catching. But I caught up, and I mean, it's funny because there's a thing that came out as you go Office, Parks and Rec, Friends, new show, couple episodes, then you go Office, Parks and Rec. I mean, that's the rotation of it. Yeah. But it's true. I mean, it's pretty neat, though.
hey, before we go off the air here,
Yes.
I'm going to say it because all my ideals.
I got to stop it.
No, because all my ideals have been stolen by Hollywood.
Okay.
But this has not been made yet, so I'm going to say it.
Got you.
I'm talking a movie with like the British Navy versus the Spanish Armada, where they have like the big wooden ships. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, what was I thought there was a commander or something like that.
There was Master and Commander,
Yeah.
but I'm talking this is like 15, 16 ships. It's like a mass battle.
Yeah.
You know, like I don't know. You could use Hugh Jackman, and he's trying to get back to his family.
Right, yeah.
And he's got to survive. And then you can have like a Spanish guy, like Antonio Banderas, the admiral on the other side, and he's trying to get back to his family. And, you know, at the very end, their ships kind of float by one another, all beat up, and they both like take off, tip their hat
salute, yeah.
to him, you know. And
I like it.
I'm just saying, if it comes out,
What?
I got copyright, oral copyright
Yeah.
right here.
My oral office. We I like like Assassin's Creed. I thought that was a good movie. I thought
Yeah.
it was good, but to me, like the Pirates one that they did. I thought, man, it was like Black Sails. I thought Black Sails was gonna be better than it was, but
It was plotting pirates. They were on land most of the time.
yeah, it's just, man, it's big swing and a miss. You know, it had so much potential because it's a serious pirates movie.
Right.
Pirates of the Caribbean, however you say it,
Yeah.
is good, but it's so cartoonish. But they nailed the pirates part of it because they're on the ships a lot doing cool shit.
Right.
You know, that's the Assassin's Creed game that I've played the most was the Black Flag.
Oh, okay.
Which is great because of the battles. I mean, you know, you have your Assassin's contract, stuff like that. I mean, there's parts of it that are, but you can upgrade your ship and all that. But it's pretty neat. And then I think they should. I think me and Steve will probably talk about it more. But they need to make a movie out of Red Dead Redemption.
They are.
Yeah, are they really?
Yeah,
Dude,
like
that's
part 2 or part 3.
well, they're
whatever it
making
is.
the game, but they need to make a movie out of it.
Oh, a movie. Oh, okay.
A movie. Don't you say movie like I'm a piece of shit.
Movie. Westerns are done.
No way.
They're done.
Westworld is great.
Yeah, but that's not a movie. Once again, that's a series, and that's from an old movie.
Is it? Oh yeah, it is.
It is. Yul Brynner played like the bad robot. I can't remember the 2 guys who shot him or tried to shoot him.
That's a great show, man.
I remember the movie. I didn't care much for the. I just saw HBO free preview. I didn't think the first episode was that great. The second one, I was like, it's kind of bland.
You gotta watch it. It's just like anything. I mean, they draw you in a little bit, but the storylines.
Right. See, that's what I'm saying.
If you had a theme park where you could go and you could literally do whatever
I loved
you
the
want.
samurai one. They were making the samurai one. I'm like, hey, yeah,
You
dude.
see, well, I mean, they are making it, or they were.
No, yeah, don't you? Yeah, like you in the end of the ending of the first season, like she sees those samurais.
Oh yeah.
So, and he was blowing up that space because he was going to make that was going to be like the world of the samurai.
I got you.
Like that would be badass.
yeah,
I mean,
so-
badass to be.
Yeah,
you
it's
know,
cool. I mean, but
I'm
'cause
related to the Sundance Kid,
He
so
is-
I would be like, you know,
he's not.
I am.
He's a fucking liar.
I am not a liar. Go fuck yourself.
But yeah, I mean, that would be cool to do. I mean, there's so many, like you said, there's so many cool concepts out there, and Westworld's one of them. I'm just hoping they don't fuck up Game of Thrones.
That's the last season.
I know, man, but still, why aren't they doing like 2 more seasons now, or they've extended
No, this is the last season.
it? So they say.
No, they said this is the last season.
Well, I mean, I'm
I don't know if he's going to finish writing the books. I mean, they're past the books.
he didn't finish writing the books.
No. They passed the books. He got all into science fiction. Now he's got a show that's, I think, going to be on Sci-Fi. And it's going to be like his science fiction show. Because The Expanse, I don't know if you've ever watched The Expanse on Sci-Fi. It's a great show.
Isn't he's turning into L. Ron Hubbard?
Like, like The Expanse is a really good show.
Yeah.
And it's gritty. It's not like Buck Rogers, pew, pew, pew. It's a gritty show.
Yeah.
Real fun. There's a guy in there. He's just kind of funny. Like he just says, like he's the I don't care guy. You know, he's real big and so he just doesn't care. He just he doesn't think, he just does. Like, here's what it needs to be done. He just goes and does it.
Yeah.
But like the group, like the leader guy, they're like talking and they're like making a plan. It's just like a horrible plan. And this guest star on that episode goes, do all your plans end up like this? And the big guy goes, this is about average. And they all look at him like a pissed off face. He's like, this is about average. It's just the way he delivered it. It was just because like I say, he wasn't saying it to be funny.
Yeah. He was just
Wasn't saying it to be an ass. Just like, this is
Right.
about average. you
All right.
know?
Question:
Yes.
what movie
Yes.
should they never ever remake? Or it was perfect the way it is. Doesn't matter. It's transcendent upon time. Whatever. Is there a movie in your mind that you would say, don't ever touch it, leave it alone?
Obviously, Star Wars 4, 5, 6, but that's an easy one.
Yeah. Not even, you don't think they should upgrade it with the new
No.
technologies? or
No,
anything?
well, they did that 5 times. They keep gouging you for money.
Oh, that's true.
Come get the digital copy.
Yeah,
Come get the digital deluxe copy.
Yeah, they re-released shit.
It's like, come on. So that's what I'm saying. You greedy fuck.
Yeah.
Lucas, you greedy bastard. How much money do you need? But, oh, man. Back in the 80s, there's a movie with, once again, Mark Hamill, Luke Skywalker, and Lee Marvin. And it was called The Big Red One.
Okay, yeah.
They can remake it, but I just thought that was a great movie. Just
Okay.
leave it alone. It's just a good World War II movie. And recently, and this movie is probably overall, this is the best movie ever. What is the movie Serenity from the Firefly series? Don't remake Serenity.
Okay.
Well, one, I don't think you can, but I think that's kind of a bitch answer. But they're not going to remake Serenity, you
Right,
know?
yeah.
So
I'm just saying, I'm
Right.
trying to think 20, 25, 30 years from now.
leave Star Wars alone. Leave Serenity alone. Leave The Big Red One alone, which they will with The Big Red One. It wasn't that big of a movie.
Right. You never know, though. They could sneak with a couple.
They could do movies like it.
I've got 2.
Okay.
Saving Private Ryan, leave it alone. Never touch
Amen.
it. Yeah, I don't think they'll ever touch it. And Tombstone.
Yes, leave
I
Tombstone
think
alone.
Tombstone will be fine. I think both of those will be fine because they're more of timepieces. I mean,
Right.
what are you going to do to Tombstone?
They
I
made
mean-
Wyatt Earp, but that was kind of his whole life.
Well,
And,
who played White? Was that Kevin Costner?
yes, horrible.
All right, all right. Kevin Costner.
Horrible.
Yeah, I honestly, I'd really.
I'm happy.
Yeah,
I'm sad.
I would absolutely love to see them remake Dances with Wolves.
You would
because-
like to see it?
I'd like to see them remake it.
With,
Because
who would be?
whoever, dude, I don't give a fuck anybody but Kevin Costner because I just felt like, dude, they.
Oh, what's that guy's name?
all the-
Ben. I can't think of his name.
I don't put Tom fucking Hardy in there. I don't give a shit. Dude.
No, I'm sick of Tom Hardy. I'm sick of The Rock, and I'm sick of Tom Hardy.
It could. I mean, actually, Christian Bale would probably do real good in that role.
Well, he was in that Western movie.
I haven't seen it yet. But
Neither have I.
But see, I felt like all the Native Americans and all the people you had play those roles, and all the other characters in it were just phenomenal.
What if you get, I don't know his name because it's Russian, but get Jamie Lannister.
Actually, that wouldn't.
And then I was thinking that Ben, his name's Ben. He was in that Navy SEAL movie with Mark Wahlberg.
But you got me.
And then he was in that docudrama movie where they were going to kill his brother because he was a drug dealer and he beat up people. He was a badass in that movie.
I'd have to look it up.
And then he was in that movie with Jason Statham trying to learn how to be a killer, and Jason Statham eventually blew him up in a car.
I guess that's
Ben Farmer? Not Ben Farmer. You love him. You like him. You've told me. You go, that dude's such a badass actor, and he is. He was great in, that Navy SEAL movie.
I'm looking.
Ben
up.
Foster, I think. But when they say you don't care, he goes, no, I don't care, but I care about you.
He was in Lone Survivor.
And yeah, he goes, I care about you, and I care about you. Ben Foster, I believe his name is.
All right, let me look at the cast.
Yeah. Look for Ben Foster or Ben something.
Yeah, Ben Foster.
You like him. You've told me you liked him.
Let me look him up. Oh yeah, dude, he played
Exactly.
He played Angel in X-Men, and he was also in The Punisher as the dude. To me, that was one of his roles that he played, where he was quiet or he didn't have a big role in it. But dude,
Because he was in a movie with Chris Pine, who could also play that Kevin Costner role, where they were both kind of cowboys.
yeah.
Well, it was modern day, and they were
310 to
robbing.
310 to Yuma.
No, well, he was in
in
that.
yeah.
But
See,
no, he was.
He was
in,
awesome in 310 to Yuma.
He was in him and Chris Pine.
He was in Hostels.
Him and Chris Pine, like they lose their house, so they go rob banks. It's kind of modern day.
You know when it was released?
No, I know Jeff Bridges was in it. Jeff Bridges shoots him in the head with a rifle because he's shooting people.
How about a fucking
Spoiler.
Let's see, you dick.
Just don't say the name of the movie.
What?
Just people having come by and see Chris Pine and
It
Ben
was-
Foster in it.
Yeah, 310 to Yuma. So it was after that.
Yeah, it was after that because Chris Pine's in it.
Pandorm, The Mechanic,
No, the Mechanic's one with
Here.
Jason Statham.
Contraband,
No.
North, South, West, East, Kill Your Darlings, Ain't Them Body Saints.
I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know the name of it. I wish I did.
Yeah, Finest Hours. There's a few of. Oh, he was in Finest Hours with Chris Pine, right?
Was he?
Yeah, I think that was. Yeah, that was Chris.
Well,
Pine.
actually, I would switch with Chris Pine can play that Kevin Costner role.
Oh, I forgot he was in Warcraft too. He played Medivh.
Oh, that's right.
In Warcraft.
Yeah.
But yeah, dude, he's a great
I know
actor.
you
He's
like him.
Yeah, I do
You
too.
said that.
I felt like he's stayed below the radar. He's a great supporting actor. I don't know if I'd see him in a lead role, but I mean,
Yeah, that's why I kind of switched to Chris Pine.
yeah,
Chris Pine would be perfect to play that Kevin Costner role.
yeah. I'm just somebody with some fucking emotion. That's the
Right.
biggest thing. Because, dude, I mean,
Robert De Niro.
yeah,
What? Or Joe Pesci. What the fuck, Indians?
yeah.
You fucking trying to shoot my wolf? My coyote?
I
What
just,
the fuck is that?
I feel like, man, it just. Kevin Costner, I felt like he's done.
I'm
good.
fucking dancing with wolves over here.
He's done great in baseball movies. Like Tin Cup, he was good. And the Field of Dreams, I felt like that role was. I mean, he did a great job in Field of
No, he
Dreams.
d- he
yes, he
doesn't.
did. See, I was okay with that.
He does. The only thing Kevin Costner can do is an okay job. That's
Yeah.
as high as it gets.
Now I will say,
Actually, you know what? He was good in Superman as Superman's father.
Yeah, he
You know
was.
what? I was actually surprised.
You know, honestly, yeah. When he says "You are my son," and there's some emotion there. It's like, dude,
when he put his hand up to tell his son not to come save him,
Yeah.
that was good acting. Because you know why? What's so
no,
funny?
it's just funny because he wasn't saying anything. He just put his hand, but it was great body. Yeah, it was great body acting.
I mean, just a look
I
on his
know.
face.
Yeah,
and
no,
everything.
he nailed it. Like, hey,
Yeah.
basically stay with your mom, and that was good acting.
'cause
By
they will know that you're different. Kal-El.
Yeah, that was good. I mean, I felt like that he and see, I liked him in The Guardian. I'm not saying Kevin Costner is an
You know what would be great? You know what would make The Guardian great?
what?
Him and that other Nancy not being in that movie.
Yeah.
What's his name? From Punk'd.
Oh yeah, old dude.
I actually don't mind him. He's actually come around to be like a really good guy, charitable.
Yeah, there's been a couple movies I've liked him in. I mean, I liked him in The Butterfly Effect.
I lost my car. Bill and Bob's. I lost my car.
Dude, where's my car?
Yeah, with what's his name? Jason Scott. What's his name from Goon? Sean William Scott, who earlier we compared to Robert De Niro and Al Pacino.
Well, we didn't compare him directly to Robert
Right,
De Niro, but we compared him to that
we
scene.
compared his acting skill.
Yeah, Leif Shriver's I mean,
Lee Shriver's amazing.
dude, he is. I honestly,
I laughed my ass off when I saw him. He was going to be in that movie as an enforcer. And
Yeah.
then, when I watched that movie, I was like, Leif Shriver's awesome.
Yeah, I mean, dude, he's got he's got is it a handlebar mustache? No, it's not a.
He's got a bushy. He's got that.
Yeah.
He's got that old 70s goon mustache,
yeah,
that hockey mustache.
Yeah, and he hasn't changed it in 30 years.
Right.
But see with Tobey Maguire when he was in Pawn Sacrifice. I don't know if you've seen that or not, but it's about Bobby Fischer and their big show off with the Russians and all that when all that took place. It was a good movie. Tobey Maguire was in it, but I can't remember the guy's name. I have to look it up. But yeah, Leif Shriver was in it. He played the main Russian guy and all that. And and Tobey Maguire, he was real good in that because
Kasparov.
Is that what it is?
Yeah.
You just saying? No,
I'm just saying that.
You're, just saying. You're not helping me.
I was guessing, but
yeah, that was actually a few years ago now. But
Fisher turned out to be crazy.
Yeah, well, dude, that's what they were talking about is the fact that the pressure and the concentration, all that shit it takes.
Believe the Jews were aliens or some shit like that.
Spassky.
Spassky.
Yeah.
Yes. Noam Spassky.
Yeah, I ended up screwing them all up.
Bill McGursky.
Peter Sarsgaard.
Back in the game. Peter Skarsgård.
No, this is Sarsgaard. This is
Oh,
you recognize him?
yeah, I know. He was a bad guy in Green Lantern.
Yeah, hold on. I saw Air Force. I was curious on that.
Air Force.
Yeah.
Air Force One.
He is a graduate of St. Louis, Washington, where he majored in. Okay, he was a engineer who worked for the Air Force. Okay, never mind. He wasn't
Smart guy, engineer working for the Air Force.
Yeah, he played that. I mean, that was actually one of the roles I liked Tobey Maguire in.
I like how we just all of a sudden jump back in with Tobey. I'm sorry, folks. We are all over the place, but that's what makes it great.
That's what we need to change our podcast to. We need to change it to the ADD podcast.
The ADD podcast.
Yeah, we need to because we talk all about all kinds of
just
shit.
give it the WT. We talk everything.
We can do that, but I mean,
we need a name.
ADD.
Okay.
I
bet you someone's got ADD though.
Probably.
If they don't, now's not the time to look it up. We're trying to entertain.
We are. This is entertaining.
It's not. People cannot see you typing on the laptop to look up.
Oh yeah, there's an ADD podcast.
There's probably 18 of them.
Oh, there could be. Oh well, it could be the Houston Texans or the Houston Texans ADD podcast.
No, that's copyrighted. You can't use the name.
Houston, Texas.
The city might be able to sue us.
For what?
Houston, Texas. I believe there's a giant seal on the city hall.
Well, then we're going to use it. It's in the public domain now.
That's true. Government works for us.
Bingo.
Damn right.
We'll come up with something. We can do the WTE. We talk everything. Or
yeah, we talk everything.
Well, we should have it like a huge acronym: WTE, ADD, and then 15 other Evanescence.
WHKC. We hate Kevin Costner.
No, I don't hate him.
Name
me a Kevin Costner movie you liked.
Okay.
You have any?
No.
There's got to be one.
None. There's none.
JFK? You didn't like JFK?
No.
The Bodyguard?
God, no.
You didn't like The Bodyguard?
God, no. And I... No, sorry.
That's great.
No.
The
don't like it.
Untouchables.
Dances with Wolves I liked.
See,
I'm sorry. Dancing with Wolves I liked.
I'm not gonna. No, I loved Dances
Other
with
than
Wolves.
that, I don't like any of those movies. Waterworld sucked. The Postman sucked.
See, Waterworld.
Draft Day sucked.
Waterworld. No, see, Draft Day I liked.
No, the concept's good, but the movie sucked. Because he's a fucking douchebag. Like, they're all out there doing something for his father, and he's in there looking at a whiteboard. Like,
That's true.
take the fucking time to go out there. No, Draft Day was okay.
Waterworld needs to be remade. That's a good one.
All right.
I think they could do well with that one. Like they did great with Mad Max.
Yeah, Fury Road was
Yeah,
badass.
I thought they did great with that. I mean, it's hard to touch Mel Gibson, on that, but Tom Hardy.
But Tom Hardy's the next Mel Gibson. They look alike.
Yeah.
They kind of favor, but one's from Australia. Where the fuck did all these Australian actors come from? Are there no actors from America anymore?
Well, they're just not as pretty.
I mean, good
There's a few
lord.
well, there's not as many that are.
It's
as
like
pretty.
half the cast on the 100 are from Australia.
Well, the problem is that there's not as many that are as pretty that can act.
I guess.
There's a lot of pretty faces out there, but
man.
and see, I mean, like Chris Pine. I like Chris Pine, but
Well, he's American.
he's American. That's
Damn
what I'm
right.
saying. That's what I'm saying.
You
He's
goddamn right.
But name me another good
American actor?
that can.
Tom Hanks.
That is. I'll give you that, but
Val
I mean,
Kilmer.
that's pretty, and that you can have as lead man. Other than we'll say Tom Cruise. Tom Cruise is still out there.
Brad Pitt. Ryan Gosling.
Okay,
Um,
but can Ryan Gosling act?
yeah. He's not great, but he can act.
Give me a couple.
La La Land. You had to be. Oh, the
haven't
movie
seen it,
where
but-
he was with Russell Crowe. He was awesome in that. That movie was funny as hell. The Good Guys or something like that.
Yeah, I haven't seen it yet.
Oh, that movie was funny. He's good in that. You will like him in that.
And I'm not going to take anything from Ryan Gosling. I've seen some of his chick
Right.
flicks. I'll be honest with you, and I like the dude.
Right. He was good in that football movie. The old football movie.
Oh, you talking about?
My mom will kill me. It's like her favorite movie because that was her time.
Oh yeah, during the '60s and all that.
Yeah.
During the integration.
Yeah. Because he's like, all right. And he's like kind of dancing. He's like, you guys just got to give it a chance. He's playing
Yeah.
country music. He was good in that.
I'm not looking it up because I'm gonna remember it. Remember forever the
I
night they
remember the
played the
movie.
Titans.
Remember the Titans.
Yeah.
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 Uh-huh.
Because
That guy in that, he's good, but he wasn't in movies. He went on to play Opie in
yeah,
Sons
dude.
of Anarchy. Then
Yeah.
he played in the Mountain Men show on WGN.
Did he really?
Yeah. He was badass in that.
Opie was one of his better. I didn't realize that was him.
Yeah.
The first 3 seasons, then I was like,
Really?
and then his voice came out a little bit. I was like, wait a second, I know that voice. And
Like
I went
I
back and
was-
looked. I was like, what?
I remember seeing the cast, and I remember seeing a picture of him where he was clean.
Yeah.
I said, oh, that's going to be weird. And then, like I say, he went on. I forgot that TV show that was on WGN,
Yeah.
and it was like where the government's trying to get these people off the mountain.
Yeah.
And it's based on like a true story, like way back in the day. And it's like a family, and they like lived on this mountain their whole life, and they ain't like coming down. And he plays in that, and he basically looks like Opie.
Okay.
But now he's wearing like mountain man clothes.
I'll give it a shot.
I can't remember the name of it.
Was it a series or was it a movie?
It was a series.
Okay.
It was on WGN. It was on for like 3 seasons.
Okay, I'll take a look at it.
It
That's
was-
probably right.
It
after-
also had David Morse on it.
Oh, okay.
You know what David Morse is?
Yes and no. I
All
know the name.
right. In The Rock, you know Ed Harris is in The Rock.
Welcome to the Rock.
All right, Ed Harris.
I love Ed Harris.
He was Ed Harris' second guy.
The smiley face dude, or the big smile dude.
He was just like his XO. If you see David Morse, you will know exactly who I'm talking about. Watch the name be Michael Morse. David Morse.
Like Morse code. Yep, I know who you're talking about.
Exactly.
Yep. Yeah.
Exactly. He's in that.
He was brutal in The Green Mile.
Yes.
Yeah.
Look up that show if you're on IMDb. Look up his show.
Yeah, he was also in Suburbia. No, not Suburbia. The one with
I don't know. He's been in a lot of stuff. Actually.
yeah, he's actually a really good
I saw him
actor.
in younger show where he was younger. I was like, oh wow.
Yeah, he's a good actor.
But there's a show.
Walking the mile.
WGN had a television show where they were like he was a mountain man.
Going to get right with Jesus. All right, what do you know when it came out?
It was recent, like past 2 years.
Trouble. Outsiders.
Yes, that's it. That's it.
Really? Okay.
Yeah.
I'll check it out.
And that's got Opie in it.
I want to look.
What?
I bet you that's when. Spoiler alert.
What?
Yeah, there's Opie right there. That's probably when.
There's Opie right there.
That's probably when Opie dies.
Yeah, he
Ryan
died.
Hurst.
Appears in that.
You know who I actually he plays in Game of Thrones, Aiden something.
Nope.
Aiden Gillian, I think you'll recognize him. It's
What?
gonna,
Who does he play?
I don't want to tell you.
All right. That does me no good.
Aiden Gillian, Game of Thrones. He was also in what a lot of people don't realize he was in was Shanghai Knights, the second one.
Oh.
He was the greatest swordsman to come out of England. There's
I
that.
don't-
There's that cool little
I'd
sword.
have to see him. Looks like Bungerbatch, whatever his name is.
Littlefinger.
Oh, Littlefinger.
Yeah.
He was in Batman
Yeah, it was Bellish. Yeah.
with Bane
Yeah.
on that plane. Okay.
But yeah, he was in Shanghai Knights, dude, and that was actually one of the best little fight scenes I had seen.
Best fight scene, Tommy Lee Jones and Benicio del Toro. That knife fighting scene.
I mean, that was good. I'm not gonna take away.
Because he like traps his hand with a knife, so he drops it in his other hand and cuts
Yeah,
him.
there's a lot of little things in
He's
that.
like LT. You know, he's
Yeah.
happy to see him, and then they're kind of like with their knives.
Did you ever see? Speaking of him, dude, this is going on forever. By the way,
This is the longest podcast in history.
we're at hour and 40 minutes.
Aren't you supposed to let the dogs in?
Dude, don't tell me what to do with my dog.
It's 9:33. We started like at 8.
Yeah, we're gonna have to. I guess we'll go ahead and cut it there. Well, now we needed a good little test run to kind of see how long they would
This
go.
is a test run. We see how weak. If we had a third guy here on third mic,
Yeah,
it might be.
we could
this
do it.
long.
We could do an entire show.
Well, we didn't really like outline this the way we do dynasty wise. You know,
No.
where we more prepared. It's just free flowing. You know, here we are talking.
but I like it though,
We
man.
freestyling.
Wicka, 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 woo.
Wicca wicca. That little picture of a witch. I don't know why that made me laugh my ass off.
But yeah, well, dude, this is like you said, this one could go on and on and on.
This one could, because first off, with you and I, we can talk for 10 hours about
Yeah.
nothing and be entertained.
And we could actually save a lot of time looking shit up if we had Steve-O here, the encyclopedia for movie actors. And
I know, we
actresses.
would be like, I can't remember his name.
Oh, that's Chris Pine.
You can't remember Jesus Christ? Like, no. Who was that guy? He was hung on the cross for our sins.
Oh man, what's his name? Had a
James Columbus?
shit. What's his name? Not Jesus, but
Muhammad?
no. Damn it, he did
Assalamu alaikum.
Stephen Lynch. He's a comedic singer.
Yes, I know Stephen Lynch.
He did Craig Christ.
Christ
Yeah.
was he Jesus' brother?
But yeah, but when the Craig train's coming through, if you get a chance, listen to it on the way home.
That's
man.
still my favorite Far Side.
What's that?
You remember the Far Side where they just had like one cartoon, just one
Yeah, one little.
one frame, you know, and it just had some. It showed like this kid. He was kind of a hunchback,
Yeah.
and his name was Eddie Moto instead of Quasimodo. And he's pushing a button. He goes, Eddie Moto got to ring the bells at Rose Hill Middle School instead of ring the bells at Notre Dame. He's got a backpack and everything. He looks all fucked up, and he's just passing by me. He's like smiles, like, all right, I get to ring the bell. I was laughing my ass
Oh
off.
Jesus.
That's like one of that and the other one from the Far Side where it has Nut and Honey.
Yeah.
I don't know if you remember those commercials
Oh,
back
yeah.
in the day where they go, "What you eat? Nut and honey?" No, really, what do you eat? Nut and honey?
Yeah, Lego Mago.
Yeah,
One of those
well-
times.
Well, yeah, you know, back in those days, you know, and they would keep asking, "Honey, what are you eating?" "Nut and honey." "Just tell me." And then they go, "Oh, nut and honey," and then
Yeah.
they just smile at the camera. It showed like this guy sitting down eating breakfast, and the cereal box says "Nut and honey." And it says, "What are you eating?" And his reply is, "Nothing, bitch." That's great. Anyway, like I
Yeah.
say, this could keep going.
Yeah, we'll cut it off.
We're
there,
getting
man.
crazy.
Yep.
Hope y'all enjoyed it.
Yeah, this will be fun. We'll just put it out there. We'll just start putting a bunch of these out. We can do these.
I'll have to make up a name because we're not going to put it on our main site. It's got to have my own site. So
we can
we'll
have, we,
just
can, we
say-
can have a separate channel, right?
Yeah, well, we just got to create another Google email.
Oh,
like
okay.
WTE
That's
or
all we-
whatever.
yeah.
WTE ADD. We talk everything BADD because ADD.
Yeah, we can do that.
WTE BADD.
Yeah, we can do something like
Yeah.
that. That'll work.
And never mind. That's Dynasty
Yeah,
Wise.
we don't have any plugs.
Right, no. All right, folks.
Out.